closer to my face like this, you guys are going to get a stream full of face, that's for sure. Vehicle motor ASMR, fantastic. Hey, check it out. It's my boy Adam. He's driving the car. We're in Oklahoma right now, right? Oklahoma. We are on our way. So we were not supposed to be in a U-Haul truck originally. We were actually driving in a oh shit, the signal's bad. So it's telling me I got a poor connection. Well, this is just gonna be a nightmare. I promise you it's gonna be. Oh, Connor says hey. We were supposed to be driving Adam's Beamer. Adam's Beamer, I don't know if you can see it. It's back. We're towing it right now. Because it broke down when we were in North Carolina. And we engineered a solution in the form of a U-Haul flatbed towing thing. So right now we're in a U-Haul truck that is completely empty. That exists only for the purpose of towing the BMW. So, since I didn't stream last week, I wanted to call in and thank you for the sub, Chainsy. 5 months, thank you very much. I wanted to, just update you guys on what's going on. I probably won't be streaming for very long because I have no idea how the service is going to be or, what the hell is going to happen. But the long and short is that I did manage to get the little internal build out to the team before I left on this trip. There's a couple other testers, like Baleen has it, a couple of streamers have it just to kind of play around with and find bugs and make content or whatever. It seems to be going pretty well as far as I can tell. There's been like a few, bugs that we're definitely going to have to squash, but knock on wood, nothing super major as far as I can tell. So yeah, basically the plan is for me to finish this trip, which is going to be like the 19th, right? And then I'm going to be back home. I'm going to try and sweep up all the different stuff. Adam's taking a picture of me streaming. Here, Adam, you be in the camera. It's in the shot. I'm going to head home and, sweep up all the stuff that the team is finding and just generally try and make sure that the release is all polished and hopefully get it to you guys super fast. One potential issue, if I'm honest, like I keep thinking about it, the whole Skyrim Anniversary Edition update, I'm sure many of you saw that Reddit post by the SKSE dev who was talking about how the Anniversary Edition update might be kind of problematic for mods, and that's a tough one because I think there's going to be some stuff we can kind of finagle with Wabjack that might make the release still accessible, and as long as we have like a release already, I think it'll be okay, but to be honest with you, I just don't know. That's a bit outside of my realm of experience. So I'm going to have to figure that out once I get back. We'll have plenty of time to kind of sort it out, I think. And at least get you guys updated. Yo, Ender, thank you for the sub. Thank you for 2 months. And yeah, so that's basically the plan. I'm going to go back. We're going to get all that final stuff, done and fixed and whatever. And then hopefully get it to you guys ASAP. Yo, Hype Train, super creamy, thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. Hey, you guys want to see some Oklahoma Road? Check it out. Beautiful, eh? It is really nice. This is probably one of the, it's still beautiful. There's less going on out here than some other places that we've been. We started in Baltimore, and we went down through, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, that's right, we stayed in Arkansas last night, and,
in Texas soon.
Yeah, we're going to be in Texas, we're in Oklahoma right now, we're going to be in Texas after that, and then we're going to be in New Mexico, and then we're going to be Utah. It's a whole ass thing. It's a big cool spot. Yo, thank you for the tip, Molna. I have my headphones plugged in. I don't hear any sound at all, so who knows? Tornado in the distance. Yeah. Oh my God, y'all. Last night we were driving into Fort Smith, Oklahoma. No, Fort Smith, Arkansas. And it was raining like crazy. I was driving the truck, and was terrifying. The windshield wipers in this thing are total ass. It was really dark, and we're towing like a big old, like a flatbed with a car on it. And it was just nuts. And it was really cool to see. Oh my god, there was like lightning, and it was lighting up the whole sky. At one point, the lightning like slammed down, I swear, like right on the other side of the tree line from us, like right in front of our faces. And we were like, whoa. It was pretty cool. It's been a wild trip thus far. A lot of obstacles, but thankfully a lot of solutions as well. And it's pretty cool that we've got to keep going on it. Super Creamy Adam says that if you're stopping in OKC, go to the Mule and order the fancy pants and a shot of Jameson.
That sounds pretty good.
We are stopping in OKC, so I could probably literally do that exact thing. What's up, Tayson? How you doing? Yo, thank you for the sub. Thank you for 2 months, Mr. Paul. Hell yeah, we got a hype train going for the, what's it called? Hype trains are like, if there's a lot of subs like all at once, right? It will start a hype train. I don't know, we unlock them
most.
It's
like a kill streak for the streamers.
What's up?
It's like a kill streak for streamers.
Yeah, it's a streamer kill streak, exactly what it is. Hello, Principal Child, how you doing? I'm doing good, Tayson. We're just driving through Oklahoma. A bunch of trees. Hanging out here. I'll flip the car around. You can kind of see what's going on. Or flip the car around. Look at that. Look at this guy over here. Yeah, we'll just leave the camera
On me.
Yeah, on you. It's really fun. That's how I feel whenever I'm streaming. It's different. I think it takes some getting used to. Hype train on a train. I wish I was on the train. I'm on the yo Gag Spackle. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Level 3 hype train. What is up? Let's go. Yes, we're in a U-Haul right now. We're towing Adam's car. This car, I swear to God. So I know Adam from college. In case that's not clear. Yo, oh my God. Holy crap! How many gifted subs was that? 5 gifted subs, an anonymous gifter. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is like a crazy. Y'all are going nuts with these subs. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Adam appreciates it too, I'm sure.
Me too.
Yes. So I've known Adam since college, which was what? How long ago? 10 years ago? Already.
2012. Yeah, 2012 ago.
Jesus. And when we were in college, Adam had this car. Apparently, it's a really cool car. I don't know that much about cars, but it's a BMW M3 that he got like a long time ago, and like people keep offering to buy it, which I think is normally, like every gearhead we talk to is like all about it. So I think that's how you know it's a sick car. And this car has tried to kill Adam on multiple occasions. It breaks down all the time. It's really low to the ground, so the side skirts always get scraped up whenever we go over anything bigger than like a quarter. But it seems really cool.
You should tell how we got booted.
Oh yeah. We got booted. So let me just give you guys like a quick sequence of events. We drove this car out of Baltimore. It broke down in North Carolina. We had to get we were lucky enough to get a cab in Morganton, North Carolina at like midnight. Turns out that the differential was shot. Oh my God, yo, thank you for 5 more gifted subs, Molna. Y'all, thank you so much. You are going crazy up in here. Yeah, so we turns out the differential is completely fucked, which I had no idea what that was, but it's very bad, apparently. Not the kind of thing that can be repaired quickly. And the whole reason we're doing this trip is because Adam's starting a new job, and his job offered to pay for his relocation, right? And they said they'd cover, the cost of gas and lodging, which was like a good opportunity for us to do like a cross-country road trip. And they said they would cover a U-Haul if we wanted to tow the car the remainder of the way. So that's what we're doing. And now we have this massive truck. So yeah, that was an obstacle. And what happened? We were at Atlanta. Our hotel had like a public parking lot across the way, and we paid like some random dude $50. He was like the parking lot attendant, and it was supposed to be good to go. When we woke up in the morning, the truck was booted. Yo, Monica, thank you for 5 gifted subs, much appreciated. Holy shit, guys, we're on a level 5 hype train, 160%. That's some crazy shit. Thank you so much. Yeah, so our car was booted. That was really funny. We were like, of course it is. And we had to kind of sort that out. I guess it was just kind of like a miscommunication between the valet and like the front desk.
Then we hit the post yesterday.
What's up?
Then we hit the post yesterday.
That's right. And then so I was driving yesterday, and we literally pulled into a gas station just to get some gas, grab like an energy drink. We're going to be in and out 5 minutes. It's pretty tricky carrying this BMW in the back, and I may or may not have been driving the truck, and I may or may not have kind of clipped a tension cable for a power or a telephone pole. So then we had to take the tension cable was like nestled in between the wheels, and we were like, there's some chance that we could just pull out of this, like pull away, but we were afraid we were going to take down the whole telephone pole. So we decided to be responsible and just take the car completely off the trailer, manually lift the trailer out of the way of the cable, and then put the car back on. So yeah, that was definitely my bad, but it worked out. And now we're back on the road again, and only a little bit behind schedule. We're gonna make that up today. Yo, Twiz is in the house. Tyler, look, it's your boy.
What's up, Tyler?
So yeah, we're actually gonna be meeting Tyler for his birthday in just a little bit, like on the trip. So he's driving in from LA. We're gonna be going to Utah, and all of us, it's gonna be real serendipitous. We're gonna meet and go camping, and it's gonna be rad. Just kind of worked out this way. What's up, Great Pedinsky? Wabjack's plan for the upcoming Skyrim is already working on fix and patch the anniversary edition. Yo, that would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic, Mr. Paul. Just because, I mean, the release is, as far as I can tell, like I've been monitoring the teams, like testing. They've been, logging tickets on Wabjack. Huge shout out to my team, because they have been cranking away trying to find bugs and just break everything and make sure that we're getting you guys a relatively polished kind of first release. And that's been really great. So I've been monitoring their tickets, and knock on wood, it doesn't seem like there's been anything super, super game-breaking thus far. Which means that, it's really, really close. It's basically just a matter of getting that stuff fixed, and I hopefully will be able to get it out to you guys. Trying to find bugs, yes. Yeah, the anniversary edition update is kind of the big unknown. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm got my fingers crossed that it's gonna be an easy time. Like everything they've definitely found bugs so far. As far as I can tell, it's stuff that there's one of them that's really weird. There's one where the sliders for race menu rather, is some of the sliders are adjusting parts of the faces that they're not supposed to, which is actually kind of hilarious. So if you go to adjust like the width of your nostrils, like your ears move around or something like that. That one I'm not super sure about, to be honest with you. That's the only one that I've seen where I'm like,
That's sick.
oh shit, check this out, y'all.
It's like a sand buggy that got the sand tires.
Oh yeah, you're right. I wonder when you take that, or what's up with the front tires?
They're for sand, so it doesn't like hit tram lines.
Oh,
It's just
interesting.
backer for real big dudes.
Gotcha. Guess you got 6 sand buggy. Found a bug within 5 seconds of opening Wabjack. What bug was that, Lizzie? Are you talking about like installation bugs from the file itself? Because, that shit's gonna happen. We are driving Twiz. We're probably driving about 10 hours total. Hopefully, like assuming that nothing. Oh yeah, I mean that shit's gonna. It's literally because I handed off the Wabjack file like straight to the team, like as I was running out the door. So there's a couple like files that's having some difficulty downloading. It didn't download like one of the important kind of like SKSE dependencies, but that stuff is all super easy to fix. In the street, probably know how to prevent updates and backup EXEs. That is true, Monica. But I think with the release, maybe not the first one, but honestly, like kind of the first one, we're really targeting people who don't know that stuff and who are, just kind of like layman users who wouldn't necessarily know how to maintain their old versions and things of that nature. We're really trying to get it to that one-click install, as much as possible. And I would not count on those people to know how to prevent their game from updating, so hopefully there will be a solution for that. I can see how there would be. I'm assuming that Wabjack is going to be basically delting back to the previous version. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, speedrunning the USA. If we're speedrunning the USA, I gotta say we are not doing a fantastic job. We could use some practice. Our routing could use some revisiting. Go back to routing hell. The most impressive thing to me is the automated MCM. Oh yes, because like I mean, it's not exactly supposed to be like a roguelike, right? Like I know it's how I kind of leaned into it with the first versions, but I really do like the idea of like permadeath runs, and I think the core essence of a permadeath run is that you really want to be able to start new games quickly, right? And having to set up 1 hour MCMs is just, I mean, even if you don't want to do permadeath, it just sucks hard. You know, it's not fun. Who wants to finagle this? And like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna like either have a second monitor open with like a big Google Doc with a bunch of settings, or you're gonna have your phone nearby and just have to go through all these super tedious, super high detail menus. Like, it's really not fun at all. That was a big focus for this version, and I'm happy with how it's turned out, because now it's like, I mean, you guys have seen the stream, just started a new game, just fired up. It's pretty cool. Yes, Middle America. Here we are.
30 miles outside of Oklahoma City.
Oh, we're 30 miles outside of Oklahoma City, apparently. Oh my god. Apologies for the rough ride. I gotta admit, for like a giant U-Haul truck, like it's pretty
It's not bad.
yeah, it's pretty soft. It's not an uncomfortable ride. What do we got? Here's our, check it out. Got a bunch of shit in the middle. I should have gotten an energy drink. It's like, I'm thinking. Looks like we're heading through Dale, Oklahoma. I'm happy. My first character testing it dropped me in winter hole. Oh yeah, Lizzie got placed in a real fun situation when she tried a random start. You know, that's random start for you. It's tough. Oh boy. But yeah, it's I think it'll be really cool. And at least I really hope so. And you know what? Even if you guys find some stuff that we didn't find, then we can just iterate on it and catch it on the next build. That's iterative software development. At the very least, I think this release is going to go a lot more smoothly than the 4.0 release, which, like, I was just saying to the team before I went live, looking back on the 4.0 release is so funny, because it was just really not good. Like, I did not know what the hell I was doing in terms of testing or just ensuring that everything's working properly. It was kind of another situation where I had a deadline, like a self-imposed deadline, because I had some stuff I was like trying to do, like a trip, and I really just didn't give it the amount of time that it needed to gestate and for us to ensure that, you know, everything was working properly. But you know, it's been a long time since then. Hopefully I have matured as a software, I don't know, just a software manager, project manager. I also have a team that is very dedicated and very helpful, so that makes a massive difference. We had a smaller team then, but you know, oh shit, it looks like the door window next to you is totally open. I keep waiting for your device to fly out. It's actually not open at all. It's just, you know, it's because the U-Haul is so squeaky clean, because we were in such torrential rain last night. And it's still kind of raining. It's like, you know, it's a little sprinkly. It's always a novelty for me. And also, Adam's from California originally, like I am. But he has spent the last 5 years in Baltimore at Johns Hopkins doing his PhD. So he's used to rain now, but I'm still, you know, enthralled whenever I see rain, especially when I see rain of that caliber. Like, rain in California, even at its worst, is like a fraction of the intensity of the rain out here. It's really insane. It's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool, Monica. I've been terrified to watch Bailey stream. I saw that he streamed, and I've just been waiting for like an opportunity to watch it. You would think that I guess we have a lot of time today, but every day we think we're going to have a lot of downtime on the road, and it's actually been a lot more stacked. I mean, we've also been trying to do fun stuff in like every city that we've gone to. Like, I'd say every city, my whole thing is that I really love food, and so I try to find us like a highly rated like eatery in every place that we go to, and we just like go around. Holy shit, y'all, oh my god, we were in Memphis, Tennessee. There is a Bass Pro Shop that is in a literal pyramid. It is huge, and just like, even if you don't like outdoorsy stuff,
Tell them to Google it.
What's that?
Tell them to Google it.
Yeah, you guys should Google this. What is it called?
It's Bass Pro Pyramid in Memphis.
Yeah, it'll probably do it. Just search Bass Pro Pyramid in Memphis. And, oh, my bad. Great. But they said that was a scary reaction to make when you were in the car. It's like, oh my God. It's just like the most insane thing you've ever seen. It's a massive hollow pyramid. It's like, if you like outdoor, even if you don't like outdoorsy stuff, I think that it's impressive. Yeah, Jay says we went to Southern Mecca. That's what it felt like. We were driving up. We're just trying to, like, half the difficulty now, because we're carrying this massive car trailer, and, like, the truck itself is pretty large. It's really difficult to find places to park. So half of our consideration every place we go to is, like, finding a place where the apparatus will fit, so to speak. So we just went there because we knew we'd have a large parking lot, and, like, I swear to God, this thing is just a sight to see on the horizon.
Boats, like, floating inside with
What's
fish.
up?
How they had, like, boats floating inside with fish.
Yes, there are whole ass boats inside the pyramid, like, floating, and, like, fish. It's just, like, it's crazy. I strongly encourage you guys to Google it and just check it out. Gax Spackle says we including the latest SKSE 64. Yes, or at the very least, like, I updated to the latest version of SKSE 64 before I left. I don't know if the patches for Linux are included with it, then yes, short answer. I'm following you for a long time, not been able to make a stream because of work and stuff. Glad I can finally make one. Yo, Jay Kessler, thanks for joining us. I apologize it's not a gameplay stream because I'm on the road right now, but, you know, next week it probably will be. It does look like a Vegas hotel. It looks like the Luxor. That's kind of we sent a picture of it to, like, our group chat with a bunch of our other friends, and we have a couple friends who live in Vegas, and they thought we were in Vegas for a second. Yeah, it was a cool time, and I was going to say something, and I don't remember what it was. I guess that was it. But yeah, y'all, it's been one hell of a time, and don't really know what much more to say than that. Testing's going. Oh, that was what it was. Is Balian was streaming the internal build because I handed it off to him for testing, and so he could stream, make content, etc. And I know he streamed it. I have not watched it yet. I've been really scared to watch it because I'm like, what if he didn't like it, or what if it, something went wrong? But I'm gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna watch it, and it's pretty. If he enjoyed it, if you guys are relaying that, then that's great. That makes me feel better about watching it. It's a fairly recent version. Yeah, it like updated just last week, right? If that's the one you're talking about, I did end up including it. I saw it update and I was like, might as well. And yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do right after this is go and watch that stream. Figured why not? Right, I've already got my headphones out. Oh, is there some over here? Check this out. I'm doxing the person in front of us with their like.
They've got a Cherokee Nation license plate.
Oh, they got a Cherokee Nation license plate. That's rad. Are we in Cherokee Nation anymore?
I think we passed through. I think we're
past it. Yeah, it's really wild out here. It really, if any of you have watched Reservation Dogs, I think it's on Netflix. It's really funny. It's by Taika Waititi. It literally, like, some of the places that we just passed through could have been, like, right out of that show. So it's just pretty wild to see. I've been to a lot of states, like, in the Union, you might say, but not really the South. And we've been mostly going through the South. Oklahoma's not the South, obviously.
Oh, there's a sign for $10,000 worker hit. Oh,
yeah, okay, fuck. I kind of want to take a picture of this. I guess I'll have it here. Yeah, Adam will take a picture. Check out this sign. We keep seeing the sign. It's like the funniest thing. It says, can you guys see it? It says, watch out. Don't hit our workers. Avoid $10,000 fine. There it is, right there. So if you ever wondered about the cost of a life, here's one way to quantify it. At the very least. Oh. Well, I mean, honestly, that about wraps up everything I've got for you guys. If you guys have any, Tyler says, I wonder how many times that's happened. I mean, probably enough if they had to put up signs, like, every so often. Isn't that fucking crazy, though? Like, 10,000? It seems like it should be more than that.
That's like the cost of a broken bone.
Yes, Adam says that's the cost of a broken bone. It's also, like, kind of funny. I mean, I'm sure this is not the explicit intent of the sign, but it's just kind of funny that it's like, don't take this human life because then you'll get charged a fine, as opposed to just like, don't kill anybody, like with your car. It seems like it would be enough of an incentive on its own. Working system admin, pretty good at PowerShell scripting. If you ever need anything in that realm, yo, thank you very much, Jay Kessler. That, yeah, maybe. So we have our dev team currently working on the launcher, and that's kind of like their realm of expertise. You can always, if you want to help out on the launcher, or like, I don't know if they're using, because like Ring put together like a series of PowerShell scripts before. That's what we were using. I'm not sure how much of that framework is still present in the launcher currently. But I mean, if you want to contribute, if you feel like helping out, I'm sure we can find something for you to do. So feel free to shoot me a message on Discord or whatever, and I can, you know, connect you with the launcher team or etc. Yeah, Tayson, right? Like 10K is, don't get me wrong, like 10K is a lot of money. Like that's a lot of money for me, but somehow it doesn't.
That's 3 nice gaming PCs.
It's 3 nice gaming PCs is what Adam says. It just seems a little mercenary, you know. But I mean, also like, I don't know what's the average cost of living like in Oklahoma. If it's lower than 10K, also represents a much higher amount.
There were signs for a house for $140K here for like a 3-bedroom house.
Holy shit, $140,000 for a 3-bedroom house. That's like the most insane stuff. I mean, everywhere's cheap compared to California. But I don't know, sometimes, y'all, have you ever been to Asheville? I actually had been to Asheville, North Carolina before this trip, which is kind of by weird coincidence, but that's like a place I would consider moving. It's almost like a cross between like Austin, Texas, and like Portland, Oregon, but with a totally kind of like southern vibe. It's like the Austin, Portland of the South, maybe. I don't know if that's like a weird descriptor. Brought to you by you come to Texas and that fine is less. Oh my god, Tayson. One of my guys says here in Australia that's about 1 nice gaming PC. Just because of the parts, man. It's crazy right now. I hope that changes. Twist says Ruckersville. Oh yeah, Ruckersville, Virginia, baby. Oh, that was another crazy obstacle. This was before the car even broke down, but like we were driving. This is when Adam's girlfriend was still with us. She started out with us for like the beginning of the trip, and we had kind of just been like, because we're not really sure, especially in the beginning, we kind of like left each day up in the air as to exactly what we would be doing, right? So we didn't want to like book any hotels or anything until we knew kind of where we'd be able to get to. We were driving through Virginia, and it just so happened that the day we were driving through, there was what was
a NASCAR race and a UVA football game.
Yeah, so there was a massive NASCAR race the next day in, what's the cap? Richmond. And there was also a UVA football game, I think against Notre Dame, so that's obviously a big game. And I swear to God, there was not like a single free room in like...
Pretty much the entire state.
Yeah, like the entire state of Virginia. Like we were trying, like poor Sarah must have called like 50 or 60 different hotels to try and get some availability. We finally managed to find one. In like, what was the name of that little town? It was like something with a G.
Gretna, North Carolina.
Yeah, Gretna.
Or Virginia, maybe.
Yes. Yo, what is that plot? Hello, Olivier. Yes, there was a stream. It's sort of a stream. It's a
travel blog.
Travel blog. We're influencers now. We're IRL vlogging. Check it out. Here's Oklahoma. Germs stink.
Oh, there's Oklahoma City Limits.
What's up? Oh yeah, check it out. Oklahoma City Limits. Not to be confused with Austin City Limits, of course. Yep, not to bug, in case I missed it, release date. So no, I mean, I don't have a release date for you quite yet, because to determine that, I'm going to have to go back home after this trip, address the bugs the team's found, and just kind of polish everything up. So I will not, unfortunately, I cannot give you a release date at this very moment. But, I mean, really, I was saying this earlier, the bugs that we found, I say we, the bugs that they found are thus far, knock on wood, really not serious. They're all just kind of pretty minor stuff that should be relatively easy to fix. And even they're not what you would call essential or showstopper bugs by any means. They're all just kind of can be completed as a demo. That's obviously pretty tough. That takes some time. Cheating your way through it, like God knowing it. And then there is, yes, the difficulty with Anniversary Edition. If I had to guess that anything would push back the release date, it would be that Anniversary Edition shenanigans. There's just too many unknowns at this point as to exactly how that's going to impact us. I know the Wabjack peeps have said that they'll be able to, potentially address it or provide a solution. I just don't know. It's going to have to be something that I evaluate when I get back. But, fingers crossed that it won't be super intense and it won't push us back very far. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I don't think so. Yo, Kickapoo! Check it out. Kickapoo Turnpike. Any Tenacious D reference? Have you seen Tenacious D?
I've seen it, I just didn't
It's a long ass fucking time ago in a town called Kickapoo. There was a Hummel family, religious through and through. What's up? Oh boy. Do we need to do anything to our SE to make sure we're defended? I mean, I would say, probably do that thing with Steam where it prevents it from auto updating. Might help. I'm not sure if it's going to matter, to be honest with you. It might just be, maybe I'll make a public service announcement telling people to do that. Again, it's kind of outside my realm of expertise or out of our hands. If no one wants to do the Civil War, maybe save it for me and I'll do it. I don't really want to. The problem with testing the Civil War is that half the bugs you encounter, it's that's not even because of mods, that's just because the vanilla questline is a fucking buggy nightmare. Oh, there you go. Jay's gonna... Oh, that's a good point, Jay. Well, best of luck, my friend. Nobody else wants to do it, so if you're gonna do it, then power to you. Yeah, I think that's correct, Tron. I read that same thread. I really, I don't know. But of course, as soon as we know more, I will be sure to update you guys and see if there's something you can do to kind of ensure this ability. I think that a big help is that we already, as of now, have, a working Wabjack file. The fact that, we have a working Wabjack file to install it, I say working, there's obviously a couple TNC files that need some tweaking in terms the beta, etc. But having a working Wabjack file for the build is a huge relief. Because then we have kind of a basis to work with, right? So that's really good. I'll be honest with you guys, I was I probably slept 2 hours on the night. I slept 2 hours the night before I left on this trip. So if I had to go on this trip without getting the team, I guess I could have remoted in from my laptop and potentially gotten, the Wabjack file compiled and blah, blah, blah. It was not entirely outside the realm of possibility. I would have been able to do it from the road. But I really wanted to get that file to them because there's just been, the summer was kind of crazy, and the beginning of fall was kind of crazy for Liz and I, my wife Liz, that is. We were obviously doing a lot of stuff. A lot of friends were having weddings that, they had to postpone because of COVID, so there's just a lot of, trips. And I don't mean to complain, because they're obviously very fun things, and, we're very grateful to have the opportunity, but I was getting a little bit anxious and a little bit stressed because I was not getting to spend as much time, finalizing the release as I would have liked. And I think I would have been really bummed if I left on this trip and that was not done. I was not able to hand it off to the team. Because, if I could hand it off to the team, then it's not like the time is being wasted. They can do everything they're doing right now. Or they can find all the bugs, they can test it with the new launcher. It was still a productive use of time. And then, I get to kind of celebrate with this trip. Which is exactly how it all worked out. So I'm very happy about that. And then just the fact that we have an installable build of Special Edition of Ultimate Skyrim. I'm probably going to call it 5.0 just because, it's continuing in the spirit of the previous versions. Having a way to install Ultimate Skyrim Special Edition on a computer other than my own, having a release, I guess you could say, is just the most surreal fucking experience. special edition release. So it's really cool, y'all. It's like, obviously it's not quite released yet. There's still a little bit of a what's the word? Still like a final stretch to go, but nothing compared to the work that it's been, to get it to where it is now. And it's just a really cool time, cool feeling. And I am pretty stoked about it. And I'm excited to finish out this trip. The trip's been a wonderful time thus far. I think it's going to be a lot more fun. I'm excited to get back and start addressing all the stuff that the team has found. And, just working to get you guys that release. And I'm so curious to see, what everyone's experience is going to be. And just look at the feedback you guys have. And then just from that point forward, get to continue building on top of it. We've got other fun plans too. We've got some, Adam and I have been brainstorming some cool ideas for Patreon bonuses and just cool stuff that is still early days enough to where I don't want to say much about it, just in case we change the plans. We'll probably talk a bit more about it while we're on the road, just because we really have much else to do, to be honest. But I think it's going to be a good time. And I don't know, just thank you all very much for supporting the project. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for the subs. That is really above and beyond the Call of Duty, so to speak. I'll probably go ahead and end the stream about now, so I'm not talking your ear off. Before I go, is there any other outstanding questions or anything that I haven't addressed that anyone's thinking about, or anything of that nature? Thanks very much, Great Madinsky. Just go ahead and I'll keep live here for a second. We'll get Adam in the frame. Let's see. Let's check this out. There it is. Look at that guy. What a guy. Ooh. Oh yeah, I can tell you approximately how big it is. Right now, I think that the install is clocking in around 100 gigs. There might be a way to kind of cut that down a little bit, but if I'm honest, probably not. I wish there was a way that people who didn't want to have the graphical enhancements could download it without, taking up all that space, but I suppose what you can do, you can install it, and then you can delete the full version stuff, or delete the stuff you don't really care about. Downloads folder is 63.6, 72.4 gigs. Okay, so that's approximately, my math, 130 gigabytes. It's pretty sizable, so I don't know, maybe I'll be able to cut that down, but I wouldn't count on it, so maybe start carving out some space on your drives. And go ahead and call it there. Alright, y'all, well, thank you very much for joining me on this very strange stream. I know it's not a typical stream. I hope it was still enjoyable for y'all. Get you a nice view of the Oklahoma countryside. And, it's certainly smaller than a lot of the, some of the other packs, but I don't know. I'm trying to, accessibility is the name of the game, and taking up a ton of space on your computer is not exactly what I would call accessible. It's kind of a necessity depending on what you're going for, so I get it. But hopefully not ours. Hopefully we'll be able to keep it relatively teensy. So thank you very much, y'all. I really appreciate you tuning in. Big round of applause for the team. Lizzie, Finn, everyone on the team. Thank you all so much for testing. It's been really, really, the fact that we're getting, they're literally right now actively working to make that release come even faster.
There's a jet taking off of the Air Force Base right there.
Oh, there's a jet taking off of the Air Force Base. You guys might be able to see that. I'm not sure. It's pretty tiny off in the distance. Some cool shit. Yeah, thank you, team. Much appreciated. Seriously, thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate everything you're doing. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I will see you. I should be home next week to do the stream, a regular ass stream. So I'll see you at the usual time. And everyone just take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And I will see you next Thursday, alright? Alright, y'all. Much love from me. Whatever you do, don't drop your phone while you're traveling the car streaming. Everyone think you crashed. I was literally about to be it'd be so mean. Just oh my god! And just end the stream like that. Sorry if it just blew your ears out. Alright, y'all. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Love you very much. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.